What's something that you, X92 ve done while horny and you regret it? Was in China, rode a train for 2 hours to meet a girl, didn't have sex, a terrible blowjob. She got tired after a minute then cried 'cause she missed her ex. You know those silicone ass things they have in sex shops for like $300? When I was in Montreal in my sophomore year of college, I tried to buy one. My debit card got declined, so I didn't buy it. I got a call from my dad that evening saying someone in Montreal must have stole it from me, and I had to do the talk of shame explaining that I really did do that. A stripper let me jack off in front of her once. That and another time I flocked a hamburger. Using the twin percussion handheld back massager on my dick. NGL, it felt really flocking good. But it left a lingering tender feeling that had me walking funny for a bit. Happened when I was but a wee mid-teen. In my early teen years, I accidentally made my clit burn using Vicks VapoRub that was supposed to give it a tingling sensation. I watched way too much BDSM and got ideas. I was in immense pain and was lying spread out under cold water to try and make it stop, and I couldn't tell my extremely religious parents or they would have freaked out. When I was about 12 to 13, I had just learned about sex. One day I was super horny and was playing with my dad's back massager. I quickly realized that it felt really good to press it on my dick. I took it into my bedroom and went to town. My mom was walking by and heard the noise, so she just let herself in. Needless to say, things were weird after that for a bit, and she hid the massager. Ruined a jar of peanut butter. Not sure if this counts, but was about to do it with a guy and discovered we had no condoms. Decided to drive across town to his place, since he had some. Got in a minor, not our fault, car accident on the way there. Ended up at the cop station to report it instead of banging. Her name was Annie, and she stalked me for 2 years after that. Using shampoo to jerk off. Worst piss pain ever. Fucked my landlord. He lived in the same building on the floor below me with his ex-fiancée. It was actually pretty fun until he started monitoring when I was home and knocking on my door when he knew I was home alone. Had to put an end to that real quick. My only regret is not getting a discount on rent, sad face. When I was a stupid teen, I put an ice cube in my vagina. My reasoning was that if hot water felt nice, maybe something extremely cold would. It did not feel nice, it was horrible, and I couldn't remove it. 3 minutes of agony. Late to the game, and this will get buried, but I knocked up my ex-wife 1 month after our divorce was final. Drove 1,200 miles. Friend passed away due to a trucking accident. Went on Tinder due to desired needs after a divorce. Took a chick's virginity and later found out she was a friend's sister visiting for the few weeks till they figured out the funeral. Never told anyone about this. Asked a escort to come over to my house at 2 a.m. instead of jerking off like yeah no for free. Well, she and 3 other guys ended up kicking in my door and robbing me in my house. 0 tenths never again edit. Holy shit, thank you for the awards. This is my most popular comment by far. I appreciate you all. Flocked the couch when I was like 13. I was at a sleepover at my mom's boss's house. I was friends with her kids, and it was like 2 a.m. and my dick was saying it's go time. I heard Shane Dawson or some other YouTuber at the time say they flocked the couch, so I thought I'd give it a go. I cut my dick on the cushion zipper and I think my couch flocking days are over. Edit. Thanks for my first award. Ah yes, her name was Autumn. 1 fake pregnancy later and I still don't date girls named after seasons. Edit. Can't believe this is a comment to blow up. Advice. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Boys edit too. Added the comma. But it's funnier without it. Hooked up with a coworker who looked like Mr. Bean. She was a girl. Broke my frenulum. Got jizz in my ear. Ended up with an ear infection. Did try explaining to a doctor what the foreign liquid is in your ear when you're 15. Hey guys, thank you for the awards and upvotes. For clarification, this happened in 1987 and was purely accidental. Almost got a bar of soap stuck in my booty hole. Edit. Wow, thanks for the awards guys. I can't believe my first comment to blow up is about the time I became a human soap dispenser. Pulls out the little black book asterisk. Are we doing this chronologically or alphabetically? Enthusiastically went home with a guy who said he had a dog. He had 2. Found out from a friend the next time he had just gotten out of jail for homicide. My 20s. The whole damn decade. Some of the porn I look at. Good God. Immediately when it S over I am like, get that devil shit out of my face. Some of the shit they done it to is just. Oh my God. Nothing illegal to look at. Just really fucking weird. I sat on a glass jar. IDK. Anytime I go on a porn binge and have post-nut clarity on some bizarre shit. Edit. When you go online drunk, then you wake up the next day to have seen it blow up. Thanks guys. I came on to my best female friend. We'd flirted back and forth for years, so I didn't see the harm in asking. I was super blunt about my interest and she laughed the whole thing off. We talked less and less after that, and now I haven't spoken to her in 2 years. I regret flocking up the best friendship I've ever had to try to get my dick wet. It was so flocking stupid of me. Jerked off, twice. My bi girlfriend then brought home another girl from the bar for a threesome about 1 hour later. Only time I have ever regretted masturbating. Possibly regret some porn selections after the deed was done, but sometimes you need to see a midget fist it. I woke up next to Pam. She was a shipyard welder and I was shit-faced. This was back when I feared and had trouble with tequila. Even worse was that she hit me up a couple of weeks later. I flocked a very attractive-looking tree. Edit. It was birch. Fucked a coconut. Financed a private amateur porn shoot. Having wild sex, pulled out, stupid cat got in the way, netted all over it. I'm really hairy and my first girlfriend mentioned to me very early on in our relationship that she doesn't like a lot of body hair on guys. One of our first times hanging out together as a couple, we planned to go to the beach, so I shaved my entire stomach. Just the stomach, I left all the chest hair, arm hair, back hair, etc. intact. I must have looked like a chubby yeti in a bathing suit. Tried to, or did have sex with an ex. More recently, masturbate to pictures of my ex, or thoughts of her. Opened this thread. Jerking off too hard and pushed my laptop with the charger in off the ground, landed on the charger, bent the charger, and now it's a hassle to put it into charge. When you drift away from normal porn and don't realize it until you just realized you nutted to Bridget the midget. Hooked up with my ex's older sister. Entered a chat room looking to cyber. Some guy said he put on a robe and wizard hat and it just got weird from there. I asked my old roommate if she wanted to flock because we were both single and clearly eyeing each other out of horniness. We flocked, a lot. Then it got weird. Then it got hostile. Friendship ruined. Fucking in the trunk of my boyfriend's mom car while his mom was driving. We thought we were sneaky, but she felt the car rock the whole time because of him kicking off the side. We broke up a few weeks later. Oh Megal. Went home with my now husband. I was aiming for some heavy petting, but he pushed me into losing my virginity. Q 15 years of emotional abuse. I regret nothing. Kept jacking off even after it was soft again. My arm hurt like I had just curled 50 pounds for 20 reps and it wasn't worth it. I regret it, but not at the same time. I beat my SH meat in the shower with Irish Spring soap and got a chemical burn on the side of my cock, and after that I switched soap brands and found a real cure for raging dandruff, Dr. Squatch. Stayed 3 more years after she cheated on me and let it shape how I view my next relationship. I held hands before marrying. Jerked it in a church bathroom to some excerpts from the Bible as a horny teenager. Looking back on it, it wasn't my proudest moment but felt good. Let's just say I drifted away from religion pretty heavily as an adult. I was 16. Went into an adult store and bought some flavored lube to try with my HS girlfriend. Taste a little. Okay, not too bad, it won't kill her. Jerk off with it? Stained my hands and my dick red. And it would not come off. Try explaining to your parents why one hand is red. Cried and ate a whole pack of ice cream. Stuck my dick in crazy. Then came the fights, the stalking, the restraining orders and criminal charges. Don't stick your dick in crazy. I used a deodorant bottle to masturbate and the cap popped off and got stuck in my vagina. It hurt like hell to pull it out, and in my panic state I kept clenching harder around it to make it even more difficult to get out. Horny teenage years are the worst. Fucking my cousin. Do I need to explain? Jacked off to that guy's dead wife. Sexted a fair few people. Honestly, wasn't advisable. I ate out a prostitute. I was also drunk AF. Not me, but my friend told me they masturbated to Tetris fanfiction.